morning, Bernie. This is Jeff Flynn, managing editor of the Boerne Star. We're here on the Boerne Brew. Thanks for tuning in, 103.9 FM. It's the first weekend of May coming up in a couple weeks here. We're closing out April. I've got a guest here, Kim Blome. You all know who she is, Chamber head honcho. It's like executive director, president, CEO, whatever.
Just Kim at the Chamber. I'll answer
there
to
you go,
it all.
Kim at the Chamber. We're here to talk lemonade. Tell me, how did that thing get started?
It's really fun. So I think from my perspective, it's been at least 10 years. So Judge Kirsten Cahoon, she actually founded it.
Did she?
And then, and her and a bunch of moms got together and said, this is what we need. And so she did it. And then when she was elected into office, she came to the Chamber and said, I don't need to be doing this, but you guys can do it. And it's great. It's an entrepreneurship program. Yeah. It runs itself.
Yeah, it is.
And so shout out to her for her vision and her passion to share it with the Chamber and the community and to see it continue to thrive and then know that we were going to hold on to it and make it something bigger and better. So it's been super fun. We started off, I think they started off with 15 kids and then it went to 50 kids. We now are at 425 registered kids. We're close to double what we were last year. We don't know where they're all going to go, but thanks for asking. So anyone checking on us, you got a location, we're going to send you some children.
We're talking about Lemonade Day. Kim, tell us when it is, and of course they're going to be able to find it, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, Boerne Lemonade Day, Saturday, May 2nd on the Hill Country Mile, all of Boerne, all of Kendall County. You can find a kid selling lemonade somewhere and or a product or market items. All of our junior entrepreneurs of Kendall County are out and about. It's from 11 to 2. So bulk of the individuals in the stands will be on Main Street. At this point, with the amount of kids that we have, there's literally one on every corner, every mile, everywhere. And then we'll have some at the main plaza. And then some are doing it in their neighborhoods at home. So there's no way that you're going to miss a kid doing Boerne Lemonade Day. So we encourage you to stop and see them, visit their booth. They've put a lot of time and effort. It is a youth entrepreneurship program that is a national program.
Oh, is it?
And so a lot of people don't realize that. It's out of Houston, primarily out of Galveston for anyone from that area. And they really started it, and then now it's carried all over through the U.S. So it's really fun about the kids that participate in Boerne. They actually get to participate at the annual level, or at the national level. So they can go and submit their business plans, their entrepreneurship roadmap, their business, how it does, all the post analysis of how they performed on Lemonade Day, and then they can go onto the national program and compete. And 2 years ago, we had Olivia. She actually won the national program and got to go on an interview with Shark Tank and present her business and pick his brain. And it was amazing. Like Dr. Kristen Kraft came and we surprised her at school with her parents and balloons and then Lemonade Day head. And it was just really fun to know a kid from Boerne, Texas got to go they're doing it all over the U.S.
And Baron, I thought it was just kids putting a stand up and selling.
These kids will give you a run for your money. I mean, they have products that they've made. They have cookies and items and everything. It's a great partnership with the county. They give us a pass for the day of. As long as the kids are following the cottage law, we get a health inspector pass to go out there and do that, which is fun. So it's fun because the kids really, it's start to finish. They come in, they have to get a permit, and they have to get permission from the business owner, and we have to see that in writing, and then we issue them a handwritten permit as you would if you're running a business. And then they do financial literacy classes presented by Sonora Bank.
Wow, that's cool. And
so we actually had to do 2 classes this year with over 40 in each class because they've grown so much. But we teach them how to manage their money, how to give it back to the community. I think the favorite part about Lemonade Day that is happening Saturday, May 2nd from 11 to 2 on pretty much all of Boerne and Kendall County is that the kids give back. So what we know, I mean, we've talked about it on the radio. I look at Barron and you, Jeff, and say, hey, it's about giving back to our nonprofit community. So we have 3 awards. We have Best Tasting, we have Best Stand, and Best Entrepreneur.
Okay.
There's judges, not the Chamber. It's usually some of our sponsors, our partners from HEB come out, and Sonora Bank, and a little bit of everyone from everywhere. All of our businesses come in and judge them, and then the winners get $250 to a nonprofit of their choice. And
That's
true
neat. Yeah.
Boerne Business Fashion, in my humble opinion, is that they get to pick a nonprofit to give that $250 to as their award prize. And most of the time, I think it's, well, one, it's always the animals.
Really? Does it?
Every single time, man. I mean, the animals of the church, which, I mean, that's amazing. It doesn't get better than that. And then they will sometimes match the donation with their funds that they fundraised. So just really cool, giving great kids and great business leaders, and exemplifying what current business leaders do in Boerne. So
425, is that 425 kids or is that 425 stands?
425 kids, and right now we're at about 200 stands,
okay.
give or take. Some will fall off, some will be added. There are no more signups. We're done.
Yeah.
But registration is free. It's provided by our sponsors, right? When our sponsors come in and support us, like Sonora Bank and HEB and a few others in our community, it really makes a difference and provides the service to the
Was
kids.
sign up a month long, or did you have?
It was about a month long. Okay. For the first week, we had over 200 kids, and we panicked. So we order bags and all the goodies for them, and all the businesses throw in swag bag items, so the kids get a really fun package when they come to register. And it was even cute. They had their first $1. So they can now put their first $1 above their business in a little frame. I mean, just super clever and fun, but it's wild. I mean, and then so we order everything in January from the national headquarters. And so we have to get a little ahead of everything, and then quickly called them panicking saying, we're going to need more bags. We have so many signups.
Wow.
A few years back, I think another proud moment of Lemonade Day in the years that we've hosted it, when Melissa first started our chamber, she's our communications director. She is Miss Lemonade Day. Anybody? She answers all the parents, all the things, organizes the kids, can tell you all the stands, and remembers even some of the kids from the first time we started the program.
And parents, her cell phone number is...
Yes, yeah, right. It basically is at that point right now, and they just walk into the chamber. But the chamber, and specifically the efforts of Melissa, we got most stands in a small town. Mm-hmm. So again, at the national level, Melissa got to go and get recognized for Boerne, Texas, really being involved and engaged. And so it's just fun.
And how many was that compared to your 200?
Oh, that was
80.
Yeah, it was like
40.
80. It was nothing. Yeah. And we thought we were so cool. Like at the chamber, we're like, we're just,
Melissa, pack your bags.
Yeah.
Pack your bags now.
So, and then we do have the best tasting lemonade competition hosted by Boerne Sips Nutrition, Thursday, April 30th from 5 to 6. And then Boerne Lemonade Day is Saturday, May 2nd at 11 to 2. I will say, anyone, if you want to come check out Main Street, it's a sight to see. It's pretty special. Bring your cash. But you know what? These kids now take Venmo. They take Cash App. They have it all figured out. So don't fret over that. But what's really cool
So if you pay, Baron, you get on and pay cash, and a kid looks at you and says, what's that? You know why.
Which, now that I'm thinking, we should do something with the entrepreneur and have him or her come do an interview with you. Yes. What do you think? I'm putting you on the spot, but I think that would be so fun.
This past Wednesday is the Champion High School where they're having the pitch. The pitch thing was this past Wednesday. There you go.
Their incubator night.
Incubator night. That's what I was looking for. So that's
as if you don't already have enough guests on this radio.
Question about the lemonade is what rules, what limits? Is there a certain size you got to be? Is there? Can they have a mariachi band with them? What can they?
You dream it, you can do it.
Really?
As long as you have the permission of the business owner. That is key. Right.
They're linked to a business.
They're linked to a business essentially, unless they're doing it in their homes.
Main Plaza.
They're just out there. They're basically sponsored by this chamber. They're going to basically get approval from us. Okay. But we've never had anything wrong. We've had elevators. We've had it all pretty much. We've had coconut milk that was warm. Didn't win, but close. And so we've had pretty much all of it. I am excited. The Champion Band, they're having an event out there at the Plaza too at the same time for Lemonade Day. So it's going to be one big party on Main Street. I know that the Boerne Fire Department is having their annual open house. All the things happening, on Main Street and all that.
Every weekend in Boerne is a party.
Right. And then
just what it is.
It's going to be the infamous Hill Country Music on the Mile. So you can catch music. So all the listeners, I know you're music fans. You can check it all along the breweries, and some of the businesses and boutiques are going to be hosting live bands throughout the entire day. So you can check it out. I'm sure Baron will put out the Hill Country Music Mile
I think the
event
music
coming
out
up.
last year was the same.
Yeah, it's
weekend,
always the
first
same time, and
it's funny. You walk along with a beer, and they're trying to get you some.
They even have lemonade. I know that some of the breweries have done lemonade brew
beer.
like combos, which are really fun. I mean, they sell jewelry. I'll never forget. We did it during COVID, and we were very blessed. And the kids were making their own masks and selling them. So it's kind of funny to kind of look back on those times. But they do salty, they do sweet, they do everything in between, and they sell it at any price they want, right? It's their business to run.
Right.
So there's a really clever kid from Comfort selling sunflowers. So he's pre-selling the sunflowers and the plants, and he's doing a deal, and then he's telling them to come pick up their sunflowers when they purchase their lemonade.
Wow, okay.
So it's out there.
The voice you hear, folks, if you don't know her in person, is Kim Bloom, Chamber of Commerce Director here in Boerne, and we're talking about Lemonade Day. Lemonade Day is May 2nd, Saturday, 11 to 2. It sounds like it's going to be like every 6 feet.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you won't be able to go on the Hill Country Mile or bend around the turns without running into a lemonade stand. Is there an age limit for the kids? Or is it kindergarten to high school?
Actually, pretty special this year. Boerne ISD, their Life Skills 18 and Up program is going to have about 8 kids out there. They made T-shirts. They've been working on it for about 3 months. The teacher came and chatted with me, and I was like, let's do it. And so we're super excited to have. Everyone is welcome. Everyone's included. And it's really a beautiful thing just to see that we can just have one community out there in a really positive light. But it's fun, right, to talk to the kids, and they have to have their permit out. That's pretty much the only requirement that we look, and the judges want to know are they able to engage in a conversation? Are they able to tell you if they actually did their stand and made the lemonade? It's really fun to just see them own it, right? That's their business. They're committed to it. They can tell you and talk to you forever.
Or back in the 1968 years, 67, 68, when I was in the model, what was the races, the soapbox derby or not? What little cars you bought that, the night before my dad said, give me that, just carved it up, I was like, okay, I'll race it.
Oh, you're going to see which ones were owned by the children and which ones are, by the parents. But it's really fun. And I think I love it because you also see the business owners getting their kids out there and understanding what it's like to run a small business. They already know, they already see mom and dad doing it, but for them to have their ownership and their part, it's pretty special. And I've seen some kids that started when they were in kindergarten over 9 years ago, and now here they are, and it's pretty sweet and special. And even to know there's a very special, I think, student and mom was like, we're just doing it from our house. And at the time I was actually pregnant with my daughter. So my judging task for the day was to drive as far out as I needed to go because I couldn't be walking. I was way too pregnant at the time. So I just drove to all of the stands that were out in Candelia and Comfort and all that. And there was a really sweet mom, and she goes, we're just trying to work on her people skills and the anxiety of getting back out in the community. I'm like, I got it. And she was remarkable. I mean, it gives me goosebumps to see that I went out there and I chatted with her, and it was just her and I in the lawn. And now she is smack dab in the middle of Boerne Main Street, and she is owning it. And then she won Best Tasting Lemonade last year. Yeah. And to see the progression and the growth, it's pretty magical.
I went to one of the tastings and took pictures. Do you taste everybody, or is it anybody that comes in?
It's anyone that wants to submit for the best tasting. So, and that's been nice. Of course, it's growing now. I think last year we had 32, and it was really fun because we were able to lay them out, and then everyone got to try everyone's. Right. And that was really fun. So they have to bring in a gallon, and then we do little taste testings around. As a taste tester, I'll never forget. I can't remember. I think it was Stan Leach, coach for BISD. He's like, I love you guys, but I don't know if this is my calling, because the first time we had him out, he probably had about 20 lemonades, and I forgot to warn him. I didn't think it through. It sounded like a really good idea. So now we have multiple judges at different levels, because at some point it just gets to be too much.
I've been at chili cook-offs when you've been a judge, and there's 29 entries, and after about 8, they all taste the same. You remember the bad ones, not the good ones.
True story, though. I mean, of course, I do remember last year's winning it was a jalapeno margarita flavor lemonade. There was no tequila in it, but it could have been. There could have been, or would have been great with some tequila, but amazing. And it was just the amount of jalapeno, the perfect amount, and just so refreshing. Absolutely delicious. I could have drank it all day. So, and then there are some that are really sweet and memorable, but I'm okay if I don't ever have them again.
As close as I get to lemonade is Arnold Palmer. That's me.
Yeah.
That lemonade iced tea thing. That's me. But I got close that day. I must have stopped at 6 or 8 of them. Took pictures and had a smile. And someone just gave me some. Here, you took my picture. Give me some.
Yeah.
Like, okay, great.
This year it'll be fun. We are doing a People's Choice Award. So we're adding that. And that'll be basically on Facebook. We'll load all the photos of the booth and let anyone, community members, so if you're out of town or not able to make it, just let them chime in on what they think is the People's Choice. So that'll be
People's Choice
fun.
is just the stand, or is it for the
stand?
taste?
It'll be for the stand,
Okay,
So we'll take all their pictures as we always do, but it'll be kind of fun to get the community at large. I mean, there's already hundreds of people that come out and support the kids. And I think that's most important, right? Is it's fun that we have Lemonade Day and we're doing it all for the right reasons. But when they see their community, their friends from school or their grandparents or their neighbors or even the businesses, clients coming in to support them, that's something you can't write a book on.
You know, one thing I love about kids is, like you just said, they'll see their classmate and they'll walk up and hug them like they haven't seen them in 17 years and it's been 8 hours.
True story.
I saw you in school yesterday. Oh, hi. They're hugging and making out right there in the middle. I mean, not making out, but, you know, it might as well be.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah,
but
like they're hugging and they're,
but there's so much pride in that, right? And so that's what I love about it is they're just excited to be seen and to know that, you know, the work and the effort they're putting into matters. Right. Pretty cool.
So they can charge whatever price they want. If I was staying, I'd have all my lemonade out, and then I'd have one glass. It's like $75. I'll give it some name. It's the same stuff, but I just
make it magical. I mean, we've had Star Wars. One year it was on May 4th. We had a Star Wars, like there was glitter, and it was a whole thing. Edible glitter, of course, and there's glow sticks, and I mean, I think my favorite all time. I'm going to say this, so we'll see who's listening and knows. There was pizza. So everyone offers cookies, cupcakes, sweets. Yeah. There's so much sweet on top of sweet lemonade that you're kind of unwell by the time you get to the end of Main Street. And of course, as the chamber president, it's like, oh, Kim. I'm like, oh, yes, I'd love to support you and try your lemonade. And it's a lot of lemonade. But I got all the way down to Gunpowder Cabernet, and this kid had pizza. And I was like, first of all, I'm starving for real food and nothing with sugar. And it was the most incredible. It was like CC's pizza. It was cracking me up. He charged me $5. I mean, what the entrepreneur? But I was ready for that pizza by the time I got down there.
Yeah.
So anyone listening, salty is the way to go.
Change your business plan right now.
You have time.
The oatmeal raisin and the peanut butter out the window. Yeah. Pizza, chicken nuggets, French fries.
But it has to be cottage rolls, so let's not get crazy. But like chips, potato chips, pretzels. But it's fun. And like I said, a lot of the newer businesses are participating, and it's just going to be a really great time.
Folks, we're talking about Lemonade Day coming up Saturday, May 2nd. That's just a week away. But 11 to 2 along Hill Country Mile stopover. There'll be plenty of booths. You will see them all the way around. When do they set up? Do they have set up that morning?
Well, yeah, so most of them set up that morning. I mean, for the most part. It starts at 11, but some will set up at 10. Some will set up at 10:55. Some will set up at 8. It just depends on kind of how ornate and how much time they need to set up their booth and what it looks like.
Right.
So
as far as kids setting up a booth, is there a booth size? They have to be 6 foot? Nope, no limit. Okay.
You're the business owner. You can figure out what works best for you and the business owner that you're camping out front of. But for the most part, I mean, within reason, we've never had anyone. But they got to be wary
too. Like they can't have like a table, like one of these tables here, because you would take up the whole sidewalk.
Right.
You got to be cognizant of allowing room for people to flow, or you're going to block your flow. People go around. They'll go around.
Safety is first. But there'll be, and there's a few that are like at free roam. So that's what's been fun is with the bulk of registrations. We're calling a lot of the businesses. We're like, how many can you take? Where we're super excited and grateful for our friends at HEB because in the past they did not have kids out there, and this year they are welcoming having 2 stands. So that's a big deal for us. And again, an example of what community looks like, real community when it comes to Lemonade Day.
Do you have a map? Here's some in Comfort. Here's some in Candelia. Here's some at Sisterdale.
Yep. So there is a map. There's BoerneLemonadeDay.org, or there's also Boerne.org/Lemonade Day. You can find it anywhere. Just Google it. It's on the chamber website. I'm sure, I know Boerne Radio has shared it. You guys have shared it. It's all over social media for the most part. There's a Facebook, Nextdoor, event page on there. It's on the chamber calendar at boerne.org. You can check out all the sponsors. And again, you can look at the maps. You can also look at the recipes and what they'll be offering. So it's pretty sweet because if there's sugar free, if there's going to be food, if there's going to be products, I mean, Melissa truly has thought it all through, and you can see their stand name and all the things. And it's funny because
that's what I was going to ask. Was
you can see their stand name.
You can print it out, walk around saying, I need to see Flynn's lemonade stick. Where's
yep,
that at?
It's there. And so I giggle because if you look at the map, kind of zoomed in, it's all just one red blob. It's all of Main Street. But after that, it gets like a little dot here, and there's going to be, again, some in Esperanza, a lot in the neighborhoods, and they're grouping up. I know that they've been great partners of ours to say, hey, we've got a bunch of kids that are going to do it. We'll have them lined out over here. So
big thing would I would do if I was a mom and dad, I'd say, well, I'm going to be going to a music, the music thing. Why don't you come over here by us? The parents will be in there drinking all the beer they want, and you can have you selling out here, selling lemonade to the kids.
Yeah. So it'll be just a good time all the way around. And again, we appreciate all the businesses that support us. And the biggest ask is just come out and check out a kid. Or if you see one on the side of the road, stop. I mean, you will see one, not if. When you see a child out there with a stand, go and support them. There's going to be some at the soccer fields. They're pretty much at the baseball fields.
Wow.
They're going to be everywhere.
They're everywhere.
And just go show them that you support them and, that you've heard them on the Boerne Brew.
And this is all Kirsten Cahoon's fault, right?
Yes, we can blame her.
Is she like honorary? Does she get like
I should do something.
Tiara or something?
I should just give her a Lemonade Day's head and just be like, you know what? You get to run around with the Lemonade Day head. Now I'm going to tell it was your idea.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
but again, that's what community does for us. And it's really exciting to know that, someone had a vision and a passion and trust the chamber an organization to carry it
I think
through.
she should get a tiara and a cape.
I'm ordering it. I'm on it.
Yeah, that purple thing you can walk. So she walks and get a
she
sepulcher.
Could be like the Lemonade Day queen.
Oh, yeah.
And Melissa could be the princess.
Yeah, there you go. Does she have a sepulcher? Like a thing you can...
I should order.
Yeah.
Get a gavel.
Yeah, I was like, she's got like the real
gavel.
thing, not, there's no.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a 3D printed Lemonade Day.
Kirsten, we're coming for you.
Yeah, I love it.
We're talking to Kim Bloom here, the president of the Chamber of Commerce. We're talking Lemonade Day. Folks, if you've never been there, I don't see how you've never been there.
Right. But if you're new to the community, it is a youth entrepreneurship program, nationally recognized, nationally run. We run it here out of the Boerne Chamber of Commerce for our youth entrepreneurs with the hope that when they come back to Boerne, they can have their business and remember that experience. Which, fun fact, actually, we do have a few business owners now that started at Lemonade Day when they were about 10.
Really?
So it's really fun to see them come back and be like, I was a Lemonade Day kid. That also makes me feel very old, but it's okay. That's what we're here to do. And to know that those kids are coming back as business owners and remember that experience, it's pretty special.
Tasting Day is Thursday, April 30th?
From 5 to 6 at Boerne Sips Nutrition.
Okay, where's that? What's the address for that? Do you have that?
I will find the address.
Okay, we'll come back and get them. Because I came last time I was...
It was at the chamber.
Yeah, it was the chamber.
We outgrew that.
I was very, very crowded in there.
We're learning. Growing pains, literally.
Yeah, so... Yeah, folks, up and down the Hill Country Mile, there's a map at BoerneLemonadeDay.org. .org, or you can find Boerne.org/lemonade. You can go on Facebook. I'm sure if you go on the Facebook Chamber site, you're going to see it. Get a map. So if you're if you're out in Comfort, there's going to be kids out there. If you're in Candelia, there's going to be kids out there. There'll probably be some kids at Estancia or George's Ranch or wherever. They're going to be scattered around. So back in my day, Baron, when you had a lemonade stand, remember you go out and you'd put like 2 benches and a wood thing across and put a drape across it and say lemonade 5 cents or lemonade 10 cents or Be
careful. Some are $5.
Yeah, now it's $5. Hey,
there's frozen, there's sugar-free, there's all things. So
there you go.
I will tell you, we invite everyone, thank you for having us and supporting Boerne Lemonade Day. It's important. You guys are the heart and soul of the program and sharing it with listeners in the community. So everyone also is invited to Boerne Sips Nutrition, April 30th from 5 to 6 to check it out. And it's 104 East Hosack Street, Boerne, Texas. Right up a little bit the road on Main Street, going towards I-10.
And folks, if you come out to the Lemonade Day, stop and ask the kid about their business plan. They spent time developing. These are business plans. It's not just kids throwing lemonade in a cup and stirring it up. They have business plans. Ask them about their business plan, to have them go into detail. Ask them, hey, tell me about your whole business. And their eyes will be big, and they'll say, and they'll run through the script
they own
for
it.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're owning it, folks. So, hey, listen, thank you, Kim, for coming in. This was a last-minute thing. I had somebody fall apart. I fell apart.
The Bernie Chamber will never fall apart. We will show up. We always got something going on. We can talk about anything, really.
The busiest calendar in the world. So you just go to the Bernie Chamber, look at their calendar. You'll see all the ribbon cuttings and all the events that they sponsor at their place there, and a very hugely busy place. So, Kim, thank you for your time. Baron, thank you for allowing us in. Folks, enjoy the weekend. Rain's behind us, and the sun is ahead of us, and we will take care of that. And God bless. Thanks for tuning in. Bernie, we appreciate you. Bye-bye.